Big thanks to Cardmarket for sponsoring today's video. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be revisiting the Forgotten Revolutionary Army leader. Revolutionary Army has had its ups and downs throughout the meta, throughout the years, but there's one leader who's never really had the spotlight like any of the other ones, and that is going to be Blue Ivankov from OP02. It is a Rev Army leader, right? Of course, it plays more like an impulse down leader, but it does still have that Revolutionary Army tag that I love to see. And it actually got some surprising support coming out of OP10, which is a weird set to get support in, but we did. And so I've built a quick list. I'm obviously not an Ivankov main. I haven't played Ivankov for a long time. So if anybody has anything to say about this deck list, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to adjust the deck accordingly. Because I think it's a really cool deck, a really fun deck. I played it a lot back in the day. Why am I still yapping? Let's jump into the deck list. So this here is the deck list. If you don't know what Ivankov does, it is a 5-life monocolored blue 5k leader with the effect end of your turn. If you have 0 cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. This is just a really cool card, because drawing 2 cards with your leader effect is incredibly powerful, right? Of course, it has a pretty harsh condition of being in 0 cards in your hand, but we do have a lot of cards in our deck that is going to synchronize with that effect. But starting off from the left side here, we got Buggy, which is just our typical top 5 impulse down searcher. We got Prince Ballet here. It's just a searchable 2k. Ivankov here, which is actually, it's a good card. We're basically never gonna hit the first effect, which is basically only hitting Bellet, which is not even that good. But even if you don't hit anything, you still get to stack your deck, right? If it's you look at the top, and then if it's a good card, leave it on top. If it's a bad card, bottom that shit. But mainly the second effect, right? When attacking once per turn, if your hand has 6 or less cards, draw a card. So very powerful secondary effect there, right? And it's an impulse down and Revolutionary Army card, so it is searchable with both Buggy and a second searcher that we're going to talk about later. But yeah, great card. Then we have Inazuma, which is a 4-cost 5k 1k counter blocker, but also if you have 1 or less cards in your hand, it becomes a 7k blocker. Super powerful card here. And then we're moving on to 4-cost 5k Morally. This is a super interesting card as well. Basically never seen play. When attacking, if you have 1 or less cards in your hand, your opponent cannot activate a blocker character with a cost of 5 or less during this battle. That's basically every blocker. So that's really nice. It's majority of blockers. He's mainly here for Rev Army fodder. He's not searchable with Impel Down, which is really shitty, but he is searchable with our Rev Army searcher that we're going to go over soon. So that's kind of why he's here. He's just filler for that spot. Then we have Sabo, which is a incredible 2k. It's a 2k with defense built in. If one of your characters other than Sabo with an original cost of 7 cost or lower, which is for our entire deck, would be removed from the board by your opponent's effect, you may instead return this character to your hand. So it's not just KO, anti-KO removal, it's anti-every removal. And you also get this back in your hand, which is a 2k, which is super powerful, right? Then we're talking about this searcher that I've been talking about this whole fucking deck. It's a 4-cost 5k hack. Donix 1 when attacking. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Rev Army type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So it being a top 3 searcher kind of makes you want to fill out your deck with Rev Armies, right? So that you can consistently hit this. I filled it out as much as I could. There are like more cards that you could play. Like you play this Koala, but it's just fucking bad. It's just a really bad card. You play this Kuma, it's just a bad card. You can play this Kuma, this is a really bad card. This Kuma is a bad card. And then we're placing everything else except this Thrust Pad Cannon, which is also a bad card. So we're playing majority of the cards that are decent at least and searchable by hack. Then we have 2 copies of Monclay. This is just the 2k. You will never use this effect. We have here's like the core of the deck, right? We're gonna start with 7-cost Ivankov. If you don't know what this does, on play, draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. Then play up to 1 blue Impel Down type character card with a cost of 6 or less from your hand. That is an insane effect, right? Like, also this is from OP02. Like, this card is like one of those cards that have stuck around. Like, it still holds up to this day with its effect. And you play out a 6-cost, and in this deck, it's only going to be Inazuma. This is going to be your only target. A lot of other decks used to run this card, which is a 6-cost 7k Impel Down Luffy that bounces a 4-cost and also gives this thing double attack. But I don't like this card that much. We're fucking with Inazuma. Inazuma is an end of turn. If you have 2 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. It basically turns our leader effect into a draw 2, into a draw 4. So absolutely insane card here. And it's not a brick as well, which is very nice. Then we're moving into our events here. We have Gum Gum Rain, which is insane because this is a searchable 0-cost event because it's Impel Down tag, which is just really, really nice. 0-cost event, of course, being able to cycle our bricks off is going to be really, really powerful. Then we're running Deathwing, which is a insane card as well. It's a 3-cost counter event that gives plus 6k, and then draw cards until you have 2 cards in your hand. So basically what you do, right, is you save this into your hand until it's the last card, and then boom, you use that, and then you draw 2 cards. Really insane card. And then we're running a 2-2 split of Gum Gum Red Rock and Gravity Tiger Blade. The standard good blue cards, right? They're just a good removal shit. I am looking at this now, thinking we might need more ways to trash cards from our hand, actually. And I was looking at a card specifically, and that is going to be that's not Red Army tagged, fucking hell. Newcama Land here, which would be a great source of cycling our own hand. I'm thinking what we cut for it though. I'm thinking I cut these 2Ks because they're ass, and we have the 0-cost event. And obviously with this we would be able to cycle very, very fast. No. Let's just cut like 1 each of this. Why not? Okay, I fuck with this list. If you don't know what this card does, it's a 1-cost stage. Activate mage, you arrest this stage. If leader is Ivankov, draw 1, trash 1. And then you can trash up to 3 cards from your hand. So it's like if you draw 1, trash 1, and then you're like, I'm still not happy with the cards I have. I need to go down to 0 because I wanted to trigger my leader effect and my Inazuma effect or something like that. Then you can still trash up to 3 cards from your hand to make sure you empty your hand. So very good card in this deck. Okay, that's going to be the deck we're going to run with. Sorry for the spontaneous decision making there. I am now ready. Let's jump into some games. Oh, Teach? That's pretty interesting. Could mess with my 7-cost Ivankov plays here. It's like so fine. Let's mulligan. There's stage, that's pretty good. But we don't actually inherently have many on-play abilities in the actual deck except for 7-cost Ivankov. So there's that. We also do have anti-removal protection in our Sabo, which is really good. But then, of course, we'd have to see that card as well. All right, let's start with a buggy search here. I can't search this Sabo. I can search Deathwing and Newcama. I guess I'll just grab this Prince Bellet as a 2k. Yeah, I'll drop the stage here, and we'll start drawing 1, trashing 1. There's the Sabo I was looking for. I'm actually going to just pitch Deathwing here. Don't think it's time to shine here. Yeah, we really don't run a lot of on-plays, huh? Let's see what he does here on his 3 Dawn turn. Shouldn't be very many things that he can do. But that is something nice. Our next turn is probably just going to be Hack. Could be Sabo as well, but the problem is if you drop Sabo before he can protect things, then what's really the point? I could bounce this buggy. I'm not going to do that, though. I don't think that's worth it. I think I want this in hand just in case I draw bricks. Okay, interesting. Oh, he's going to pop my buggy. Okay. Well, a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. use this effect. I don't want the Deathwing yet. It's too early for me. And swing 5k into the dock. Just get the hack out, see if he's gonna respond to that. Good thing with this deck, right, is that we kind of out resource him very easily. So as long as we don't get like uber 10 cost chained, we should be in a good spot. Or if we get like loops, right? They can always like cycle kill us. Just take this hit too. Still no 7 cost. At least we are on our even curve, so we could drop this next turn. Not that we have to. We have too many cards. So next turn is probably just going to be Sabo or maybe even Inazuma. Finds his stage. If he plays stage here though, that means he's not getting rid of my hack. It would make me very happy. Yeah, I would like to keep my hack here. I think it would be very nice. Very nice. And I don't know. What is he thinking? Is he? I feel like he needs to play stage at some point. I really wonder what is the most optimal here. If it's to play the Sabo down this turn. I think maybe like we play the Sabo down this turn. We over counter when he swings into this. And then he can't really remove anything. Except he has... Fuck, he went for that. I figured he would. That's so annoying. Well, it's gonna have to be like that. He black holes me. Okay, well that's fine. I don't really have any problem at all with that. At this point, I'm pitching the Gum Gum Rain. I'm just gonna swing 5 into this. I'm just gonna play down the hack, I think. Could play down the Bella too, but there's really no reason to. I really fuck with hack in this list. I think hack is really good. The problem is that he keeps getting rid of it on curve. Like they gave this deck slightly too much removal. Slightly too much. Okay, so this is just gonna be Van Augur, Doc Q. I'm gonna counter this one. Don't want to go on too far in life. See if he's gonna black hole me again. Because now I don't want him to black hole me. Okay, wait, it's okay. So this is fine. What did he do? Like a search and no, he attached, right? Yeah, he attached Kusan full OLED. He's probably just gonna let that sit then. Really wish we had a 7 cost Ivankov again. If he negates my on plays here, it doesn't really matter if I had 7 cost or not. But he doesn't even seem to know. I mean, he shouldn't know this matchup, right? So he shouldn't know if he's supposed to get rid of my on plays or not. And should, in fact, just get rid of my on plays no matter what, I think. Or it seems like that's what he's doing. Considering he got rid of my on plays last turn, which would not have mattered at all to me in any situation. We'd also have Morley, which is funnily enough... No, never mind. It's not like the good Morley that is just unblockable. It's just unblockable to 5 cost or less. He finds Doc Q, so we have to be ready for an Augur Doc Q play next turn. Never mind, he pitches the Doc Q to negate my on plays. This can be removed, so no red rock here, but we're definitely gonna hold on to that. Let's start with this. I'm definitely pitching that, and we're not pitching anything more. And then we'll start with a search here. First hit that's coming at him. Wish I could grab that. I cannot. Yeah, I'll just swing 8 here and get the Sabo out. No, he'll just KO the Sabo. That's my problem. Like, I could play the Inazuma, but it just doesn't do anything. None of my cards do anything right now. It's so stupid bad. Just get the Inazuma out. I don't even care. And this is going to be slightly harder for him to remove because it costs more. There's the Shigan trigger to deal with my hack. I was waiting for that. Never mind. Lucky. Funny how they make you activate these even when they're not able to trigger. But yeah, always press the Ivankov before the Inazuma because that's the sequence you have to sequence them in. Otherwise, you won't get the draw. We're still in a decent spot here where we can counter basically anything and go down. And then like we always can red rock. I think we're going to hold on to the red rock though until he drops a 10 drop. Of course, it is sucky that we only have the one copy of the red rock in the deck. So we can only have a red rock 1. But not much he can. Like he's going to remove my board here completely. I'm 100% sure of it. It's usually how it goes when they're able to pre-play a Kusan. Because like right now he could play like Kusan into Augur and then double Dock Q, which actually wouldn't be enough, but he can do some crazy things. Finds the 10 cost. These are some very interesting games here. It's nice playing a different deck. It's very different from what I usually play, right? Much slower, and just like draws a gazillion cards, which is like blue's whole identity, right? I don't really play blue. The only really blue deck I played is Reiju, which is not really blue, and then OP03 Nami, which obviously draws a lot of cards, but plays completely differently in general. This guy's just taking forever, dude. Like I have literally 5 minutes more on my clock than this guy. Let's see. He seems like he's gonna swing 7 here. That's just not gonna happen, brother. Because like I'm ready to defend here. You are not touching my board. Okay, so I'm thinking that it's like Dock Q double Augur here. To get rid of my Inazuma, which is why he hard swung into this. But he might have changed his mind now. I mean, you first swing Kusan, right? No matter what. Or maybe he's thinking of swinging harder with Kusan now. And then, in case I defend that, go for... Why wouldn't you swing with it? What the fuck? Okay, well, I don't actually care. Not in the mood to give a shit, man. Okay, so this is double Augur double Augur Dock. No! What is this then? Okay. Wow. Interesting. That's so fine though. Really is not a problem at all. He does have a little bit more cards in his hand right now than I would prefer. Let's see if he negates my on plays. He does. Typical Blackbeard player, just like pressing that shit no matter what. We still haven't found a 7 cost. We don't want the 7 cost though. I don't think I want this either. Maybe I do. Yeah, sure, I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep this again for the turn, the upcoming turn here. 8 into Augur. I feel like you should let that go. Nice. Just according to plan. Then I will go... 6 phase. I think this is fine. There's probably 2k here. Yep. And then we'll go Inazuma, Sabo. We'll pass. So now he has to get rid of the Sabo if he wants to get rid of anything. Otherwise, I just bounce the Sabo back. And if he swings hard into the Inazuma, I just block with the other Inazuma. This is also if I have one or less cards in my hand. So I could technically counter out of like heavy and then make this a 7k blocker, which would be cool. I'll probably end up pitching the Raging Tiger here. I kind of want to keep it. I wanted to keep it in case he defended his Augur to just literally just bottom deck his Augur, which is super bad, but I could not let him loop me. He's going to find a Burgess. Oh wait, this is really good against the Burgess. I didn't even think about that. Then maybe we can hope that he drops double Burgess here instead of 10 drop. But at least we do have the Sabo protection. And now we are starting to go low in hand, which means that we are starting to go... gonna start going draw like crazy, right? Like my next turn might literally just be play the Inazuma, play the Red Rock, crash my entire hand. He's gonna do that. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna just return my Sabo. Right? Yep. So that's really good. And now he's gonna concede because he didn't realize the game worked like that. Sounds about right. It's okay to concede, man. I'm not angry. It's gonna be Burgess, okay. I might actually just Tiger Blade that shit. If I don't draw anything better. Also, is he gonna negate my on plays again? It'll be interesting to see. He's gonna swing 8 into that, and thanks to my good old friend Sabo being in my hand here. Do I even do that? Yeah, I think that's fine. Also 1k this. I'll probably just get rid of my entire hand with this next turn, and I'll draw 4. So hopefully we can draw into like a 4 cost. Not it. I'm definitely pitching my entire hand here and just playing the Red Rock. Yeah, so we'll pitch everything except the Red Rock. And we'll swing 7 face. He takes, we'll swing another 7 face. We could also leave one Dawn standing and hope that we draw into a Deathwing. We have 2 Deathwings in trash, and I'm pretty sure I bottom decked one before as well, so there should be one more in there. He's gonna counter that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep one up for Deathwing because he shouldn't have another 2k. Exactly. He just triggered something here. Maybe a Shigan. Maybe a search trigger. No, okay. And then we're gonna Red Rock. I want it to be Burgess so bad, but I think it's actually just Teach. I don't think it matters that much. Go for the Burgess. And then we'll draw 4 cards at the end of our turn. No Deathwing, but right. Yeah, I think it is Burgess there because if it's not, then things tend to become a little bit awkward. Because he can swing pretty big then, and like, yeah, I think it's Burgess. Problem is now that he just 10 drops, right? But We do have a decently big board, so that shouldn't be a problem. And if he 10 drops, we can actually defend our board anyways. Remember, this can still become a 7k just by me picking cards out of my hand. See what his plan is here. I think this list is one of those lists that would really benefit from running more 2Ks. But because I wanted to fit in stage, I ended up cutting down on 2Ks instead. Maybe you do end up doing some other cuts, but I feel like you really want to have all the rev armies you can for the consistency of the hack. He's gonna use full undead, crash an augur, draw an augur. That's fine. Wait, did he use something else? Oh, he's tempest kicked me. So I was gonna black hole. I feel like he's digging for something here, but he doesn't even know himself what he's digging for. Did he ever trash that 10 cost that he had in hand? Nope, so he has a 110 cost in hand at least. Interesting that he wouldn't just play that then. I would assume that's his best out. Oh yeah, he could do that. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe this is fine then, maybe. But you'll have to swing like really big into this if you want to connect. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He can almost not even connect. That's crazy. Now he can't connect. Which is hilarious. Okay, he's bringing something out. With the coups. See what it's gonna be. He's literally gonna clock out. I cannot believe how long this game has gone. I understand this is a long game deck, and this is also a long game deck, but god damn, bro. Like, I still have 13 minutes on my clock. I have people to entertain, dude. I cannot be playing games these long. Nine's not gonna connect, buddy. And now you're in trouble. Alright, let's start by using stage. Wow, finally. Not that that does anything. Yeah, I'll just pitch this 7 cost and nothing else because these are 2Ks. My question is really if I'm gonna play them. I think I am. I'm gonna play this at least. Because this makes it 7K. Let's go. I should play both actually. Go 7. This guy's taking forever. He's actually gonna time out. Yes, and then this 8 is gonna basically make him lose his San Juan. Oh, that could have been 9 actually. Because now he might counter. No, okay. Well, I guess we'll leave 1 Dawn up. But we draw 2 cards, and it's gonna be a 2K and a 1K. Actually, this ballot is actually pretty good to play. He just passes, so you concede now. You concede because you concede. Yes, thank you. There wasn't any outs there for him. We were too strong. Too strong. Again, the Ivankov, dude. They're eluding me today. A smoker. This will be pretty interesting. We're gonna go first. I'm mulligan this. It was like so alright. Let's do that. Let's grab an Ivankov. Now we have that set up. We have this set up now. We actually have, yeah, we have it like every turn set up except our next turn. Which might just be 5 and 5, honestly. It might just be 5 and 5. Oh my god. How nice. How nice is that? Asking for a turn 2 play and just drawing straight into it. Right, let's see. Are we gonna be able to hit the legendary Bellate off the top, the one card in the deck that we can hit, or are we gonna be just stacking our deck again? Takes that hit. Go here. We don't want that, right? No, I don't think so. Don't think we care about that. Yeah, I think we got a pretty good setup here. I think we're fine. We're in a fine spot. Right? He can't really put on aggro on me. We're drawing cards. Monet is annoying, but not the end of the world. Swings 5. I'll take it. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Why not? Could have kept that for 8-cost Kid if that is something that this guy plays, but being able to get rid of the Monet early is also pretty sweet. Alright, we're gonna start with a 5k face. Then we're gonna do a 5k face with Ivankov and draw a card. And then we'll drop the hack and move on with our life. Is this gonna be Igloo? He would not Igloo here, right? That makes no sense. Wow, really? That's so frustrating. I mean, I'll still just attack. I don't give a fuck. And we'll just get this out. Maybe I should play some sort of... Wait, is there not a 1-cost event that is like Impel down locked? That gives plus 4k and bounces one of your things? Something like that? It's like even better than that. It's an insane... I need to take a look at that actually after this game. Because I think there's a really good 1-cost Impel down locked event that's blue. It's supposed to be like a Hanya Ball card, but I think it should work in Ivankov too, because I think the lock is Impel down. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Could be really good in this deck. Okay, he's gonna do his Smoker Sandy thing. 6 into this. There's no way, right? Yes, yes, fine, I'll defend it. Who cares? Who cares, man? It's gonna be so good. Yeah, this is not great. I think we wait with the Ivankov for one more turn. Deadass. I think we just do like this. Grab this Ivankov. Then we'll swing with this, draw an additional card. He's gonna pitch a 2k for it. Very nice. Do another 6. Draw a card. And ooh, that is pretty fucking good actually. Oh yeah, I'll definitely hold that. Let's not pitch anything more right now. I'm thinking if I play this Ivankov or if I just keep 3 up for just literally just the counter. And I think I keep 3 up for the counter. Let's just hit him with a 5. And then we should be able to defend pretty well next turn still. And we still have the option to go like, we can go Raging Tiger or we can go Ivankov next turn. So many options. So many options, so little time. Yeah, I figured he would 1k that one. Makes sense. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. This game is... I don't feel super comfortable, but I don't feel uncomfortable either. I think the problem would be an 8-cost Kid here into like Tashigi. Which would mess me up quite a lot. But I mean, we are still drawing a shit ton of cards every turn. And that's before even going down in hand size. Looks like it's going to be a 7. The hack, maybe? Oh, 7 into this. You can have that one. That is fine. I think if I had 2Ks in hand, I'd probably defend that. But since I don't... Yeah, this is Tiger Blade for sure. This is like the most obvious Tiger Blade I've ever seen. Gonna ruin his life. He might actually rage quit on the spot. Unless he's a second smoker. Or third, I guess. Or this is a third smoker here. I think he might rage quit on the spot. Oh, he's gonna peacock boost? Is this going face? It's a 9k face. Yeah, man, just slap everything on there. Why not? While you're at it. Nope. He's gonna split up like so. Let's see. It is 10k. I mean, I'm just gonna do this, right? There's no reason to take the banish. The question is, like, is it worth taking the banish and saving our hack? Which there's definitely an argument to it, right? But I think we're in such a good spot here that we don't really have to care. Let's just pitch the Deathwing here, I think. And we'll swing. This is a 4k. Yeah, let's just swing 7 into that. And then just Tiger Blade his ass. There's no way he's saving that. There's actually no way. Yep. Now he has nothing. I have nothing. Who will take the stance here? Difference is I have 4 life and he has 2. It's the main difference here. Of course, he can do kid things. He can also just spam out bodies like this. Of course, I can spam out bodies like this while also drawing cards, which is pretty powerful. Yeah, I could go Ivankov, Inazuma, Ivankov. I guess I would do it the other way around. I'll do Ivankov, see what I have in my deck, and then play Ivankov to draw. Yeah, this could be pretty good. This next turn here. We are hitting 10, right? Yeah, we are hitting 10. Not sure what his game plan is here. On 7 Dawn, he can't restand because he doesn't have effect. Okay, he's just gonna swing hard. Okay. And the 2 active Dawn, I would hope is Rosie not... No, that's not gonna help anybody. Okay. I'm just gonna do 5k then. Not sure what he's afraid of. But he's gonna 2k out of that. Okay, so let me think what my plan is here. My plan is use this first. Wow, what is this hand? I can pitch 4 cards, right? I can pitch 4 cards. Okay, let's do that. Why not? We're living ballsy today. Let's keep that on top. Then we'll go here, draw the hack, play out the Inazuma. As we'll draw off the Inazuma. Nice, just counter. Very nice. And now he basically has to 8-cost Kid. Otherwise he like loses, right? Probably wasn't worth to just pitch my entire hand, but okay. What is with people just passing? Well, is this just what people do when they concede? Like, you could have played 8-cost Kid, dude. Into Baccarat, right? Or maybe even into Tashigi. Let's see if he does that. If you do that, he plays Kid, slaps a Dawn on there, plays Baccarat, restands 2 Dawn. He had really good triggers here. So you have what, 3 Dawn? Wait, 8. So 8, slap a Dawn on Kid, restand. Yeah, he's at 3 Dawn, so you could do. I mean, you don't have the igloo, but you could have swung 8. That doesn't matter. Okay, so if the question is, do I get over a? I think I I mean, I just swing like 10 into it, and he can't counter. And then I can swing like, yeah, no, I still win for like even with this, and even if I don't win that turn, I still win next turn. Like, there's no way I'm losing this game ever. I don't think. GG's. This card, yes, this card here. If your leader has the Impel down type, give up to one of your leader or character plus 2,000 power until the end of this battle. Then your opponent returns one of their active characters to the owner's hand. That could be like a really, really spicy card. That's insane. I thought it was a plus 4k, but it is plus 1k. But sorry, plus 2k. But the fact that it bounces your opponent's characters is insane, especially because it specifies actives. So depending on how they swing, it could be really powerful. And if you time this good, that's insane. Very cool card. I think that might definitely make the cut, especially because I do feel like you want more 2Ks, and this kind of does fill a 2K slot, right, in a way. Very, very good card, especially on the defensive side, right? All right, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this. I post almost daily. You know, it's pretty important to be subscribed. You get notified whenever I go live, whenever I post, all the good stuff. Other than that, I hope to see you again in the next one. Peace.